called John Eldridge, and it's really resonated with me because he talks about us, all of us, having a wound that someone inflicted or some event has caused it. And it's deep and it's painful. And as a result, we tend to create this false identity, this mask that we hide behind. Sometimes it's we use some of our strengths. It might be perfectionism, being an overachiever, our interpersonal skills. Whatever it is, we create this persona, and that becomes our identity. And, well, as you know, Jesus came to give life and life in abundance, and this is living a false life is not living abundantly. And he takes us on a journey. He takes us on a journey filled with pain because he attacks the same wound that has been opened in the past. Because he wants to be able to strip away everything that we put on our lives and everything that's false, everything that doesn't belong there. He wants to take it away, and he wants us to find our true identity in him. And the reason I share this is because I have realized that I have a deep wound in my life. And it's come up in the last 3 years since I've been here. About 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a chronic illness, and I've had relapses every single semester, spring semester, including this year. I actually just came back 2 days ago from getting treatment back at home. And to say the least, it's been very difficult. It's been painful. I believe, as I've been thinking through this, I've been reading this book and seeking God, I've realized that the wound was inflicted by my father and by my grandmother. They always pressured me to be the best I could, but that sort of translated to that my only sense of worth and my validation came from what I could do, from what I could achieve in the academic field, what I could do on the sports field, being part of any kind of student organization, being a student leader. And that's been with me for like the last 10 years. Ever since I've been in middle school, I've seen how my perfectionism, my desire to be an overachiever, has slowly become my identity. And that's how I've sought people's respect, people's praise, people's love. And that came all the way through high school. And then when I arrived here, when I got sick, I became leveled. I was stripped away of everything that had given me validation through life. Being able to control my future. I'm a control freak by nature. I wasn't able to go to trips that I wanted to go, like ISI trips. I wasn't able to do internships I wanted to do. I had to just rest and had to give up all of that. And God has been stripping away that false identity through the last 3 years, and it's been difficult. I've been bitter towards him. I've been angry. I've left him. I've gone on a different path. But it's through his grace that I've been able to come back. And something that's been huge for me has been Proverbs 3:5-6, which is trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. And I'm still trying to understand what that really means. But I know that my final identity rests in him. My true name, my true self is only found in him, not everything else that the world wants me to be. And I don't know what your wound is today. I don't know your journey. I don't know what you've gone through. But I want you to trust in him. And I want you to be able to realize that at the end of the day, the only thing that remains true and firm is him. We have our identity in him. We have our reason of being in him. And so as you go through trials, as you go through pain in life, I want to share a quote by A.W. Tozer that's been huge for me these last 3 years. And it says, trust in God in the dark until the light returns.